Hello and welcome back to the Misfits Podcast. Rated 5 stars on iTunes by Cleese Horror Fee Arist. He says, can't tell if Fitz has an American, New Zealander, Aussie, British, or retarded accent. Guys, what do you think?
This was read before.
I believe it is the latter.
This was totally read before.
No.
This was absolutely read before.
No.
This was 100% read before.
This is from recently.
Are you sure?
This is from recently.
Are you actually?
This is from recently.
Are you sure? I swear to God that
it's
was
literally
read before.
from August.
There's no way. This was a repost.
I mean, I talk about this all the time. My
Yeah.
accent is very strange. That's probably what you're thinking of.
Yeah, but it was like that exact wording. Even said, I don't know if you have a retarded accent. I'm sure that was read before. But either way, I think you're retarded.
If
God
it's
bless
been
you.
read before,
God
then
bless
do better
you.
reviews.
Way to kill the entire start of the show, Swagger.
Dude, it's all good. It's
This
why
has
I'm
been
here.
read before.
This has been read before. I'm calling you out.
This is Swagger Souls, everyone.
Hello, I'm autistic and I can't understand social cues.
No kidding. This is Jay, a.k.a. McCreamy.
Hi.
And, of course, joined as well by old mate Toby.
Hello.
Here you going?
What do you guys think about my accent?
I think it's retarded, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yep.
It's
an odd one.
It's like an
It's an odd one.
incestuous mix.
It's an incestuous, filthy, dirty little mix, isn't it?
Yeah.
But mine's fucked too. People always tell me that they don't know.
What's
they
the
can't tell where I'm
story
from.
behind your accent, though?
I think it just got out of whack well, for starters, I've grown up watching like way too much YouTube, way too much Family Guy. And like, to be honest with you, like a mix of like British and American comedy, right throughout my
Right.
childhood, like a heavy mix on both sides. And then I, got into the internet and I started hanging out with like literal Americans all the time. And then I became a YouTuber and same thing, I'm hanging out with you and I'm doing whatever. And I'm also constantly in a bit all the time.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true.
And I'm doing a bit, and whenever I'm doing a bit, I put on a funny voice.
Mhm.
And eventually I think that bit just kind of took over my personality. So now I'm just this walking
Bit.
gag.
You're just a walking bit.
I'm just
The
a walking bit.
walking bit.
Yeah, that's me. I'm Fitz, by the way. Hi, welcome to the show. We're here. We're back. 4 boys on the show today, and I'm feeling
Yeah.
good. Swagger, you must be feeling good.
I am feeling relatively all right.
I was going to segue into the fact that Cube World has been...
There's people downstairs.
Yes.
yes.
I don't care.
Guys, long story
Fucking
short,
Cube World.
if you're-
Fucking Cube
if
World,
you're not
bro.
if you're not familiar with the show, you might not know that Swagger has been talking about Cube World literally since basically the show's inception. It's been like over a year now that he's been talking about it, going on rants. I'm trying to like stop him from ranting about it, but it just happens from time to time. And only recently, the creator of Cube World, Wale, has tweeted saying that the game is finally coming out after 6 long years or something of it being like unfinished and there being no news. It's finally coming to Steam, and Swagger is just the most excited person about it. Swagger, how would you describe your feelings right now?
Let me explain my reaction to it. Because before I always, and maybe some context too, I started following this game like in 2011. Like I saw it on YouTube, and then I was part of the fucking forums, and I was really hyped for it. I thought it'd come out soon. I was wrong. Took a couple of years. It came out. It was the longest I've ever waited for a game at that point. It came out. It wasn't what I expected. It was almost like a tech demo for what the game was going to be. And I was still excited. And the guy, Wole, the head developer, he's the only one working on it besides his wife. So it's a 2-person team working on this fucking huge scoped game. And I think it came out July 3rd, 2013. And then the last update was July 23rd, 2013. It was a patch, like hot fixing for bugs. And then that was it. Radio silence on his Twitter. He took the game off the shop. He closed his forums.
Yeah.
And it was just radio silence for years.
I played the game back then, by the way, and I
Yeah.
really had a good time playing it. Although you could definitely tell it was empty.
Oh, yeah.
It was empty. It needed more. It needed substance.
And occasionally
Substance.
he'd post something on Twitter, etc., just enough for me to be like, oh, he's still working on the game. And I would have these dreams, at least one dream a month where the game got updated and I would play it and it would be fucking incredible. And then I would wake up very sad. So,
Wow.
recently he started posting more about updates, and when he released a 16-minute gameplay video, our poster just fell down
Fuck
right behind you. He released a 16-minute gameplay video. It was like every time he released a new piece of media, whether it be screenshots or videos or anything, I was always fucked up. I was always drunk or high or both. Usually both.
Well, that's just a symptom of you being fucked up all the time.
I don't even, it wasn't even that often. It was whenever I was drinking for whatever reason, it was just like, oh yeah, Swagger Souls is fucked up.
Let's make it paranoid.
Let's make it paranoid. And, okay, so I went over Ryan's, the fucking trap house, smoked a couple of dabs. We have a rosin press now. We don't do that solvent shit with the butane. Don't do that. Very, very, very bad for you, butane. Solvent
Didn't you do a
dabs.
whole tutorial on how to do that?
I did. Well, that was just for education, not for them to mimic it. I was just explaining the process, but don't do it. It's fucking terrible.
It's a miracle that video didn't get like age restricted or something.
Yeah,
It was a literal
probably. I don't
tutorial.
know. I mean, I didn't tell them where to buy any of the material, but getting off topic. We got this rosin press. They pressed some weed. It was way better, way cleaner. It didn't make you cough and want to kill yourself. So I was really, 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 really high. And I go home. It's maybe about 4 a.m. By the time I get home, I'm just chilling out, and I get I'm about to go to bed, still cozy baked, and I get a fucking little ping on my phone.
Mm-hmm. Why does it sound like Squidward?
Yeah.
It's my notification sound.
I see.
And so I take a look at it. This fucking Wole tweeted, Cube World coming to Steam, going to be released on Steam the end of September to early October.
Asterisk, hopefully.
So very soon.
Very, very soon.
Asterisk,
And
hopefully.
when I saw this, I started to hyperventilate, and I swear to God, I almost passed out. I'm not kidding. Like I'm dead serious. Like I started to.
Well, all the blood was in your dick.
Dude, I did not because I was really fucking high when I saw this shit, and I didn't know if it was real or not. I didn't know if I was dreaming or if I was hallucinating or what. But like when I realized it was real and everyone was tagging me, and I retweeted it and everything, man, I was going like, and I was like having a panic attack. It was so weird, and then I almost cried. Almost had a couple of tears.
A lot of emotion.
It was a lot of emotion.
A roller coaster.
Do you think when you wait for a game for that long, that even if it's like not that good, you're still your mind is gonna make you feel like it's a better game?
That's what
rose-tinted glasses on.
It's what I worry about. I mean, I'm gonna play it and make I'm gonna stream my first impressions of it, and then I'm going to probably make a review video on it. The Swagger Reviews video, and I'm going to be very honest. And I'm going to try to look at it very objectively and see like if it plays better. And I'm probably going to, I don't know if I should compare it to the original because, the fucking alpha was just a tech demo. It was nothing other than that. It was bare bones, the most, the least substance, but still Cube World.
I don't think enough people played it to justify comparing it to the original.
Yeah,
I don't know. It has a lot of hype around it, dude. People remember.
It has, yeah. Well, I especially remember, man.
It's not like trendy anymore, but it's definitely it has a cult following.
I am very, very excited to see what he did with it because so far the 16 minutes of gameplay he showed looks very promising. And I'm just curious to see how the game plays and how long it would, and how you progress, how you go from the start to the end.
I was talking to my stream about it earlier today. I was saying I'm keen to try it because I've heard you guys talk about it so much, but like when I look at the Steam page, forgive me, but it does just look like a kid's game. But
blasphemy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just
the same way Minecraft looks like a kid's game. It's
exactly.
Just, it's all cutesy and fucking voxel graphics. It's what you would expect.
So I'm very interested to play it and see.
It's like Minecraft mixed with Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
It's like that kind of aesthetic.
Is it like questing and stuff?
Yeah, it's like
cool.
And there's leveling, which is what drew me into it initially was like the leveling system.
Yeah.
It's like it's addictive as fuck.
Everything is procedurally generated, including the quests, the NPCs.
Is it multiplayer?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. It's Steam integrated as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to have your first experience be solo or multiplayer?
I'm not sure.
Because I'm gonna stream it as soon as it comes out. So if you want
we should do it. We should do a duo.
Mm-hmm.
We should try multiplayer. I think it would be a lot of fun.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm just very curious to see what's going to happen. But yeah, man, like I thought for a second, like maybe I'll take my phone out and record my first impressions. But dude, I went right over it. I went right over it with like just how fucked I was when I saw the news. Like it was actually like I don't have to talk to my therapist about it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's fucking awesome. I feel like
Hey. They probably can't even hear that shit, but someone just put a kettle on in the background.
this is fucking disgusting. But no, dude, like
We don't normally
that's so-
record the
I-
podcast this early.
That's so funny.
it just feels like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders finally. And whether or not the game is awesome or whether or not it's shit, I have closure, and that's another open book closed
Yeah,
in my life.
true.
So either way, it's good that it's coming out. You know, I mean, the guy even posted on his blog saying, like his reasoning for not updating, and every time he thought he had an update ready, he was too concerned it wasn't good enough, and he's such a perfectionist that he would rework everything from scratch.
Like, imagine all that pressure of having all this hype around this game, and you're doing it by yourself.
Yeah,
You
what a
want to
feat.
make sure that it lives up to the hype as much as it possibly can.
he had the assets to be able to make a team. Maybe not even for his game. I can understand it's your passion project and everything, fine. But is it that hard to do PR management, to have people hired to manage forums? I mean, he released his, the game on his own website. He didn't go through like Steam or anything. So he had his own website, pickroma.com, where, he had the Cube World forums, the shop, and all that shit. People DDoSed his site right away as soon as it went live. People went onto the forums and just spammed swastikas and shit because the guy was a German. Obviously that really discouraged him, and he was just like, okay, fuck this, no one wants it. I guess he took it down.
I like to imagine him as just being like a sweet old man in like a cottage somewhere, just like tinkering away.
Yeah,
his
his
little
entire
game.
life.
Like a little, like he's actually like making it on like a wooden computer or something.
It's practically been in development for like 10 years now. It's been in development for a really, really long time.
So if it sucks, it's going to be really heartbreaking.
I don't know about heartbreaking. If it sucks, then I'll just go, if that's the way it is, it's the way it is. But,
I think you'll be more disappointed than you think.
I'm not sure, dude. It looks promising. I'm curious to see if it's going to exceed or at least meet my expectations. I really don't expect it not to be better than the original. And as long as it's better than the original, I'll be content.
But the original is so old now. I was looking at the gameplay trailer, and I did notice that the gameplay footage does look kind of old these days. You know what I mean? Like compared to when it first came out.
That was what I was thinking.
That's the only thing I could see being wrong. So like, unless he redoes like the lighting and stuff, or I don't know, but
We'll figure it out.
we'll see.
We'll see how it
No
goes.
one knows how the final version is going to look.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Gotta mention before we go any further. Wait, do we have sponsors this week?
No.
Nope.
Besides Gamer Subs, of course, code Misfits.
And U2s.
and-
They're still
Yes.
on sale.
Yeah, McCreamy and Zuckel's U2s are still on sale, so make sure you pick them up if you want them. They are, they are fucking epic. Right, Jay?
Yeah, they are. They're fucking lit.
I also going to mention that we are doing a live show on the weekend of PAX Australia. It is October 12th on the Saturday. It is probably going to be really, really scuffed. We'll be tweeting out the ticket link and whatever
And
soon.
the details
and
and
the
time and all
details and
that
everything.
stuff.
But yeah, we're basically giving this a bash and seeing what a
It'll be funny as.
what a live show is going to feel like and look like.
It's a test show.
It could either
We're
be
figuring it out.
It could either be super pog, super awesome, or it could be an absolute train wreck.
Either
way, it's going to be very entertaining to watch.
Yeah. Either way, it'll be interesting.
Record it on your Nokia flip phone and put that shit on YouTube. Say,
Or don't.
say, oh guys, look, Misfits did cringe with 3
I
exclamation
mean,
marks.
why would you even say that?
That's gonna happen.
No, yeah, I mean, the tickets will sell out fast. It's a pretty small venue. We're just kind of testing the waters, but exciting, it'll be fun.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Yeah,
if
you
this
sit
goes
there.
well, it will lead to us doing a proper tour.
Hopefully.
But yeah, so the live show, it's just a test.
Yeah.
We were
'Cause
talking.
we've never done anything like this other than the test show that we did in front of just friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to be a step into a new world, kind of. So
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how we cope.
Absolutely.
Either way, yeah, that's going to be lit. We were talking before the podcast started about the royal family boys.
Right, we were.
Do they come on each other's faces? That's what
They
I want to
pee
know.
on each other's faces.
Yeah,
Do you
I
think
they
so?
pee on each other.
They give each other
Probably.
royal showers.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your reasoning?
I
Present
mean,
your case. You seen them?
Well, they're always covered in gold.
Really?
Maybe. Are they not?
Do you even know anything about the royal family?
Not really.
How much money do they have?
I don't
I
know.
don't know. They own a lot of land.
Like,
Yeah.
Like, how old's the queen now? Older
Just like 30?
AF.
150?
Like, she
32.
older AF, dude, right?
She's pretty fucking old.
Is this bitch, what does she do with her time? Like, what is she doing?
She pees on her dogs.
Yeah.
Why do you say this?
It just feels right.
You don't think she like sucks the blood of the young, like in a torture chamber somewhere, and sucks their blood for vitality so that she could live a little bit longer?
It's such a swagger thing to say.
What does she do, guys?
You don't
She
think,
chills in her mansion,
you don't think she
covered
gets,
in her golden jewelry.
Like, I just wonder how, like, what is she, like, how does she see the world? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
through her eyeballs?
No, like, obviously
through
that.
gold-plated glasses.
And that. But, like, I mean, really, like, what does she,
She owns the world.
when she wakes up in the morning.
She used to own the world.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, she's kind of useless now, right?
Yeah.
Other than just, like, street cred in the UK.
Got a bit
Yo,
of
what's
clout.
up, royal family?
Yo, turn up.
It's almost like I feel like the royal family is almost kind of just like the mascot of the UK.
Well, it's literally what it is.
They
Yeah.
go to the events and everyone loves seeing them, but they're not really important.
I thought the mascots were those dudes with the big fluffy hats.
Yeah, it's what, oh, I mean,
the,
those,
the Royal Guard.
that's the
the
marching band.
Royal Guard.
What are they, beef eaters or something?
The Royal Guard.
Yeah, but
Right.
Beef
the
eaters.
other name, I can't remember what it is.
The hell?
Beef
Sounds
eaters.
sus.
We're very ignorant to royal family culture.
But it's
Yeah.
funny.
They're gonna
Being
call me an
ignorant.
idiot for saying beef. What is a beef eater?
I
Yeah, I
don't know if
I
you want to
don't-
look that one
yeah.
up, buddy.
Oh, that's a lot of vagina. No, I'm just kidding. Oh no, that's like I think it's like the wardens of the palace or something.
It's just crazy to me to
Ah,
think that,
fetus.
like, people in the royal family, there's bound to be some dick sucking going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I
Like
mean,
a-
we were talking about
at
how
least a little
the
bit.
actress from Suits is now a member of the royal family.
Yeah, Meghan
She
Markle or whatever.
clearly sucked some good D.
I don't know, dude. Maybe she's just.
She's clearly really good at peeing on people.
I don't know if you can say these things.
Just gonna get a knock at the
We're gonna
door.
get assassinated by the royal
I
family.
honestly don't know who
Maybe-
we're fucking with.
Maybe cease and desist. This might be slander.
No, this isn't slander.
Nah,
it's
it's
just a
definitely-
hypothetical. Are they sucking dick or are they, like, straight edge as fuck?
Let's get the queen on the podcast.
Like,
That would be so
No,
lame.
surely we could get Prince Harry. He's like the misfit
He's
of
pretty
the,
chill.
of
I
the
wonder
royal
if
family.
you think any of the royal family smoke weed?
Prince Harry.
Harry.
do you think
Does
so?
he?
Sure.
Totally.
Is he a
Without a
lad?
doubt.
Lad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prince Harry is he's the one that's like always in the media for getting blackout drunk and stuff.
Really?
What
I
a
don't know.
fucking
I-
legend.
I made that up, but it sounds right.
No, I think
What?
I've
You
heard.
can't
I'm
just keep
pretty
making
sure
things
I've
up.
heard that. I'm pretty
And
sure
saying
I've
that
heard
it sounded
that.
right.
I think
You
it's
can't
I
just keep
think
doing
it's right.
that.
Prince.
Look,
Harry.
like, it's just kind of crazy to me to think that, like, even people in positions of such high power, they're still, like,
They're still sucking dick.
they're still sucking dicks. Like, sex is just, like, so base
Yeah.
that everyone just does it. Everyone's getting a little freaky. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Mm.
Everyone sucked the dick.
Who's the really old one?
Everyone.
Prince Albert?
I think.
Wait, Albert? There's an Albert?
Is he the one who?
Albert.
He's just old as
There's
fuck.
no way there's an Albert.
There's an Albert, man.
I think.
Are you kidding?
I
I
think,
don't
Wait, there's
fucking
an
know.
Yeah,
Albert.
there's an Albert.
Isn't it? Oh, what's his name?
You just-
Charles.
You know he sucked
oh,
dick.
it is Prince
Charles,
Charles,
right?
isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, Prince Charles.
Prince Charles. He's a lad.
I mean, he sucks some dick.
Dude,
What is this
He takes out his dentures and gives them a gummy.
I slightly regret introducing the subject, but I'm also very, very pleased with myself right now. I'm really enjoying this conversation.
You're liking the image in your mind. Of
I just love-
Prince Charles sucking dick with
Not
his
even,
gums.
not even necessarily his gums, just like the whole action of it is hilarious.
Well, I heard the reason they wear the big furry hats is so that Prince Charles can shine his balls at any moment.
Excuse me?
He can rub,
Yeah, it's true.
he rubs his balls on the furry hat and they
Is-
get shiny.
This is another one of those things that you think just sounds right.
It just sounds right.
It just sounds right to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, guys, we obviously are just completely bullshitting around here. We don't know what
Yeah.
we're talking
You're
about.
gonna get blacklisted.
I just found it really funny to think, like everyone now here already suck a dick these days.
Well, it's like you look at your sweet old grandma. That bitch just sucks some dick.
Do you reckon the
I
Queen's eating
don't
ass?
I'm
know
not
about
imagining
that.
that.
I am not a fan of that.
Your grandma has totally blown some cock.
I don't
some
know.
Smoked some pipe.
Yeah. She sucked my dick all the time.
Okay. Wow. What an absolute turn for the worst. This show is the worst. This show sucks.
What the fuck?
Have you guys seen the Ace Family's house tour? It's like an hour and a half long.
Oh, yeah?
Byes was
I saw
explaining
something like
this
that.
process to me. So
Is it edited?
Yeah, I think so. But they bought a house, right? They bought this really, really insane mansion in the Hollywood Hills or something. Super crazy nice. And their neighbor was a house that was the same. It was like, you know, the same architect designed both of them. So they were exactly the same. And they were like, you know what? We're a kids channel with 15 million subs getting hundreds of millions of views every month. Why don't we just buy the house next door, build a building in between them to connect the two? So now they own these two buildings and a house that connects the two of them. And their house tour was so big. They had lived in the house for months. And the dude was like, I didn't even know we had this room. And there were rooms that were just unfurnished. There was a room that just had a couch in it. And it was like the size of a normal house. These people are insanely rich.
Damn, man.
Were those people that were riding the jet ski in the pool and,
Yeah.
and
It was
fucking
on
up
the
some
Infinity-
guy's grapes?
Wait. I'm sorry.
He has. They
what?
have a pool in their backyard.
Fucking up some guy's grapes?
Yeah.
They live on the Hollywood Hills,
Yeah,
right?
so they're on a giant fucking cliff face. Then this guy goes into his pool and he rides a jet ski, which makes waves, and the waves go over the pool. It falls down the cliff. It makes a mudslide, and then the mudslide goes down, and then it crashes into this guy's little grape vineyard that he's grown in his
sad.
Oh my
backyard.
God.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Ace Family don't give no shit.
Apparently, they offered to.
They're so rich.
They allegedly offered to pay for damages.
Yeah,
So-
well, see, what happened is there was the drama. Everyone was like, oh, look at what this asshole's doing. And then they were like, well, we better respond. So the wife made a video where she sold the jet ski while he was traveling or something.
Yo, like, what is like the mentality of these people waking up in the morning? I'm just tripped out by that. Like, that is such a like insane lifestyle to live.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy.
I'm not
Two
even
houses?
exaggerating. Genuinely, they didn't.
Am I crazy?
They were walking around their house and forgot some of the rooms existed. That is how big their house is.
Like, honestly, at that point, like, what are you even doing?
Exactly. Why?
Yeah. You're
I
like
would just
finished.
I'd get like maybe 2 or 3 micro houses, like those really, really small ones, like the 13-year-olds build on YouTube.
What, like a dollhouse?
No.
What do you mean 13-year-olds build on
Have
YouTube?
you seen those like micro houses and
No.
shit? It's like
Yeah.
these really, really
Yeah.
small houses.
Like
that-
Amish channel?
And like everything folds down.
yeah, everything's like really, really minimalistic. You know, everything you need is in like, you know, a really cozy area.
Oh,
You know,
yeah?
you go upstairs, you sleep on a bunk.
Wait, but why are you saying that 13-year-olds building them? What is that?
Because a bunch of young people are fucking building them for whatever reason. There's
Really?
like a big movement in the middle of nowhere, fucking America. People are just like, man, I'll build some houses. 13, I have nothing else to do.
Interesting.
Done with my homework, nothing else to do. I don't have fucking internet connection out here. I can't
Build a
play Fortnite.
house?
Fucking build a house.
Yeah.
Build a little micro house. Make a little project with your carpenter dad.
I respect the grind.
I love the rich life, right? Now, I'm not rich, but I love feeling like I'm rich. I love the whole, you know, fancy cars, crazy houses. I just love that lifestyle. I think it's super cool. And but this house was ridiculous. I wouldn't even want to live in this house.
Yeah.
There's like 3 of them. Actually, I think there's 2 parents, 2 kids. And
What?
What if they just lost their kid?
It's just
for like
like
months.
It's just like at that point they've got to know how excessive it is.
yeah,
And it just
exactly.
makes me think like, why?
Yeah.
It's the best house for the children to play hide and seek.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, I
But
guess
like
so.
the house they had initially was huge. And then they bought another one that was identical. And then they built another one to connect the two. They literally have like 3 houses.
That's
But
too
it's
many-
probably
too many houses.
genuinely, I don't think I'd be exaggerating if I said it's like the size of 10 normal houses.
It's shit like that makes me want to just take an axe into the woods and just primitive technology the fuck
Okay.
out of it. You know, just build my own little thing
that's
and
where
live in
that
the
was
woods.
Really? So you have the opposite reaction to Toby. You see people are insanely wealthy, and you think, nah, fuck that.
Yeah, that's
I'm
too
gonna be
much.
homeless.
Yeah, like an
I will be homeless. I'll make my own home.
You'll be homeless.
No,
But, like,
I
you know-
have a home.
There's no way that you'll be able to. If you actually went into the woods, you seem to be so much more confident in your abilities to survive in the woods than you actually.
I was a
would
Boy
be.
Scout, Fitz. I know what I'm doing.
My God,
I can tie a couple of knots.
you've got that American ego.
I can
You've
tie-
got that. I don't need the manual ego.
I don't need a fucking manual. All I have to do is look at it and go, yeah, that goes there. And if it doesn't work, then I go, okay, let's try this. Life is trial and error.
This is coming from the man who stabbed a shelving unit with a knife because it wasn't working the way it was meant to.
I was simply adding ventilation holes. You don't understand. And when I got annoyed, I smacked the top of it with my palm and cut open my hand, but that was on purpose.
Yeah, this is all because he stapled the backside of the
It wasn't
shelving unit.
staples. It was thin
Nails or
thin nails.
But he stapled it to the front.
Yeah,
It was.
you don't have the
That
patience.
was on purpose.
You do not have the patience to build a house in the wilderness.
Of course I do.
No, you don't.
Sure.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I have the patience to argue back and forth.
I have the patience to live in a 50-bedroom house, just so you guys know.
Good to know, Toby.
We could make a video.
Maybe you should stop spending so much money on your clothes and start investing.
Wonder what their CPM's like.
Bro, just dumb, crazy, man.
Yeah,
Like,
it's child-friendly family channel, although the new family channel stuff.
Rip.
What?
Rest in peace. All the Family Channel.
Oh,
All all that shit.
got the comments disabled or
Is
what?
it just the
No,
comments?
comments disabled and ads.
No
Really?
ads?
Because it's illegal in America to advertise to kids, I think.
Specifically to
that
children.
But like, is it
Bruh.
family channels or is it kids that channels that
It's-
target kids?
It's channels
It's-
that target kids, and they're using one of the YouTube's, they're very proven algorithms to figure out which ones are designed for kids.
A lot of it, Ryan's toy reviews. That's the
Really?
biggest one because.
That's a serious source
It's
of revenue
because-
for YouTube.
Well, yeah. Well, you have this kid, this toddler, playing with toys, and then there's a little sponsored, disclaimer saying, "Thank you to this company for giving us this to review." A fucking 4-year-old doesn't understand what a disclaimer is. They can look at it and go,
click that
"Okay, okay," but they don't understand the context that they're literally advertising this to children that are like preschool, 4 or 5 or 6 years old.
And the company that went, the organization that went after YouTube for this, and I think YouTube paid $150 million.
170 million to the
hell.
FTC, I believe.
Yeah, but
What the fuck?
the FTC also went for Ryan's Toys review, like the channel itself.
They will. You know what they said? They said, I think the guy was like, in this context, there's an analogy. You ever hear a fish in a barrel? YouTubers are the fish, and YouTube is the barrel. And it's going to be really, really easy to just go for YouTubers themselves in YouTube. And they're basically saying they're going to target these channels that are advertising to children.
Crazy.
So,
This is
hey,
big.
maybe we got a CPM boost.
Hey, maybe we get
Hey.
More ads for
few
us.
cents.
Hey,
Silver lining.
Maybe,
All right.
maybe the mature content actually finally gets to shine.
Couple more
But
cents.
couple more
Couple
cents.
more cents. in
rip
the
to all the
pocket.
child-friendly people.
Yeah.
I mean, there must
They
be a
just
lot of
grind them
channels that
too.
are like actual good channels that
Oh,
are getting
for
fucked
sure.
with this,
Totally.
right?
yeah.
Yeah, well, so long as you're not trying to advertise and peddle
like a
sponsorships to very young children, so
Yeah.
they can get their moms to buy it.
Imagine if Ryan's toy review just did like a jewel review one day.
He's like a 16-year-old jaded child, and he's just really fucked out. He's like, today we're gonna be trying this new bong.
Ryan grows up one day and becomes a sex toy review channel.
Oh God.
Is that inappropriate?
Yes, it's really fucking inappropriate.
Obviously, he'd be overaged by that point.
Yeah, in this hypothetical,
Toby,
Sure.
say seg,
No.
please.
Sick.
Way. You guys ever watch Emperor's New Groove?
Yeah.
yeah, of course.
I don't know why I wanted to bring that up. I just think it's a really good show.
Kronk's awesome.
Kronk is the best.
The show wasn't called Emperor's New Groove.
Oh yeah, it was called
It was,
Emperor's New Clothes?
I think it was Emperor's New School.
No, the
Emperor's New
Groove?
School. The Groove was the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
That's right. Both were great.
yeah.
I
Both were
did
great
like
I
shows.
think the movie was better than the
I
show.
like the
but-
movie.
I agree.
Mm,
Yeah.
I think both had their strong points, but I'm a diehard like Cusco stan, so
Cusco.
that's just me.
Llama
I'm a
version or
Kronk.
human version?
I put it both. Yeah, I like
Mix
when
it
he's
up.
like halfway in between transformation. You know?
He's like an animorph. Do you guys remember those books? Did you guys ever read those books?
like
It was like on the
morphing
front of the
ones?
book. It was
No,
like
I
an
went.
animal transforming into a human, and
Yeah.
it showed every stage.
I looked at that shit and it freaked me out. So I just bought goosebumps.
That's some edgy girl that wears a wolf T-shirt to school every day kind of
Oh,
shit.
dude.
You know?
I knew some fucking bitches in my elementary school, dude, that
Whoa.
were just absolutely obsessed with wolves. I don't know. I feel like,
You can't call them bitches if you're talking.
dude,
about
they're obsessed with wolves.
Hey,
it's literally
Cassim-
the perfect fucking thing to call them.
Cassim G
Female
loved
dog.
wolves. Is he a bitch?
Bitches are female dogs.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
All right.
Sure. Go ahead.
Is a
Anyways.
female wolf a bitch though?
Yeah.
Is it?
No, it's a cunt.
No.
What the fuck?
Wow.
This is. I didn't make
This
the
is
name.
quite, this has turned into quite the
I didn't
episode.
make the
boys.
name.
It's turned into quite the episode.
I don't decide what things are called. They're just called them.
Dude, you know what's so harsh about cunt? It's just how much it cuts. You know, it's a very sharp word, very aggressive.
I love
cunt
it.
cuts like a knife.
That's why the Australians can pull it off, because they don't make it cut. They just go cunt. Hey, cunt. How you doing, man?
Cunt.
So it just sounds more like cunt.
Yeah,
than
yeah,
anything.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
cunt.
it's not like
Cunt.
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 We should
Cunt.
probably stop saying cunt.
No.
Probably.
This is the
you're
worst
the viewer.
episode. This is really
You're
bad.
the viewer. Wherever you are right now, currently, just say it with me. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Cunt.
Great word. One of
Next,
the best.
say Ryan's sixth toy review.
Why would you bring it
We're not-
back to
we're not
that?
doing that.
I segued. I segued, Toby.
Have you guys seen The Boys? The new
No.
Yes,
I love
great,
that
great,
shit.
great
You watched
show.
it? You watched it? Oh, you need to watch it. It's
What is it?
It's the
It's
superhero
the
one
superhero, but
that we
they're
told you about.
not good. Not
Oh,
good.
the show?
But it's like
Yeah.
actually good. It's
Yeah.
not trash superhero like
Yeah.
everything else.
It's some good shit.
Does anyone
Alright.
Good shit.
Does anyone want to explain the context of the show for the viewers?
Go ahead, guys.
Yeah, you do it.
Oh. It's a show where a superhero kills someone and then they try to kill superheroes.
There's
End
two
of
New
story.
Zealand actors.
It's good.
in
You
it.
should watch it. It's
Two
called
New
The
Zealand
Boys.
actors.
Why did he go, oh, like that?
It's on Prime Video.
What is this episode? What is this episode?
I'm lost.
Why do I feel like I'm high? I'm not high.
No, but you know what's a good show on Prime Video?
What?
I watched it the other day. It's cool.
Why is Swagger crying? What is going on today? We're so wacky right now.
You know Meek Mill?
Yeah.
There's a documentary.
I don't know, Jay. I'm so confused.
There's a documentary series about the Free Meek movement
Uh-huh.
on Amazon Prime Video.
I'm interested about that.
It's actually, I watched the first episode and watched the whole series in a night because I was just like
Damn.
enthralled.
How many episodes?
I think it's 6-hour-long episodes.
Wow.
But it was like, basically it just goes from start to finish of what happened to Meek Mill.
Who
And
is Meek Mill?
Meek Mill's a rapper who, when he was 19, got arrested for something he didn't do. And the
Oh,
cop just
shit.
made up a list of shit that he did.
What?
And
That's fucked.
lied on the stand, and he got arrested.
That's fucked.
He went to prison, and then he was on parole for 10 years.
Holy fuck.
And the problem with parole is parole sounds okay because it sounds like it's like, oh yeah, just don't break the law and you'll be okay.
But it's like a lot.
But with parole, it's like the fucked up thing about parole is they can pretty much take anything and be like, nah, we don't like that you did that. You're going into prison.
That's fucking trash.
Yeah. So they thought that he got a good deal. They were like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I got a good sentence for this. I just got parole. And then all of a sudden his judge was like controlling his life basically. But yeah, it's a really good series.
Jesus.
It's called Free Meek. And it's fucking fascinating.
Does it feature like other rappers in it talking about it and stuff?
Yeah, it's got Jay-Z, because Jay-Z was a huge part of
No way.
getting him out.
I heard about
And who's the other guy? The really famous Miami-based rapper, big guy.
Ghostman?
No, I can't remember what his name is. But it's one of his. There's a few big rappers in there.
Cool.
Yeah, I'd highly recommend it. It's
You
on
saw-
Amazon Prime Video, and if you're using Amazon Prime Video, you should also go and sub to me on
Okay,
Twitch.
okay.
Get a couple of Twitch Prime subs, huh?
Did you watch the Defiant ones, right? Back when that came out?
No, I still haven't
You
watched
really
that.
should watch
Yeah,
that
no.
if you enjoyed the Meek
Yeah.
thing. Because the Defiant ones is like hands down my favorite
Yeah, you've
mini
That's the
series
Dr.
ever.
Dre
You've
one, right?
recommended it to me a
Or
few
something?
times. And
It's
I
about
just
Doc-
haven't had it.
yeah.
Oh, actually, I have seen it.
You probably have.
It's about Dr. Dre. I
Yeah,
have
yeah,
seen
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine. Jimmy
Yeah,
Iovine
yeah.
owns Interscope Records, and
Yeah.
they both collectively own Beats.
I think I watched that with Matt
that's
when we
crazy.
first moved into Misfits.
Dope ass
House.
documentary.
Yeah.
Just like good ass vibes. It's very inspirational.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything you want to recommend, Swagger?
I recommend
Cool.
Twitch live
Jay.
streams. One thing that happened the other day was very interesting. I was at Ryan's Trap House Garage land setup, and they put, what, Mexican Andy
Oh god.
from the Ice Poseidon streams.
I'm not too familiar with Mexican Andy.
You don't
but
know
I've
Mexican
heard.
Andy? He was just like I guess he was like originally a stream sniper
Yeah.
on Ice Poseidon's
yeah,
IRL
yeah.
streams, and then he started streaming himself.
Yeah.
And so I think it was Mitchell who put him on, and Ryan was there, and I was there, and we were watching, and he was just eating food at McDonald's and just live streaming, and we were like, this is pretty entertaining. And he kept turning the camera around to his face. and he had a big old pimple right on his chin.
Oh God.
And Ryan says to Mitchell, hey, donate under my name using my PayPal account at like $2, whatever the minimum is, and just tell him to pop the zit on camera. I really want to see it be popped.
Oh,
so he
God.
goes ahead and does it. It was like $3. Can you please pop that zit? And he goes, which one? Like, and he goes, oh, I have this one. And then he pops it. And then so we're laughing and shit. And then so
Oh God.
so Ryan had the idea of like, can we get him to have 10 cheeseburgers? Can we get him to like eat 10 cheeseburgers like on stream? And so we donate. We're like, how much for you to eat 10 cheeseburgers on stream? And he was like, oh, I can't do that right now, dude. Like I can't do like if you caught me earlier, maybe I would have done it, but like I can't do an eating challenge right now. And so Mitchell donates again like $25, saying like, I'll give you $500 if you eat 10 cheeseburgers on stream. And he goes, I am Ryan P., the famous Twitter user that got my Uber Eats driver to hit a bong. Do you remember that? That tweet that Ryan did?
Wait, so Ryan said this in the donation?
No, Mitchell said it in the donation under Ryan P's name.
Okay, for context, guys, this is our manager, Ryan, we're talking about. He recently had a tweet go semi-viral-ish. I mean, how many likes?
110K likes.
Yeah, so like it was basically it was a video of his Uber Eats driver who came in to like rip a bong, and Ryan,
Yeah, and then
on Twitter and
then
it blew up.
Uber Eats responded saying, we take this really seriously, please give us the details. And then he responded with, I'm not going to do my homie like that or something similar.
Yeah, popped off.
And Mexican Andy actually like saw the tweet and was like, holy shit, like you're legit. Follow me on Twitter if it's actually you. And so he like recognized like from the tweet, and then so he followed him, and then he was like, oh, okay, and then we donated the $500. And then he ate 10 cheeseburgers on stream. It was really good, yeah.
He how was that for him?
Like he just
I don't know.
paid.
We got bored after the 6 cheeseburger and turned it off.
He wasn't like reacting much. He was just eating them.
Well, we wanted
meal.
to donate and have him turn his camera around so we could see his face as he eats and chews. But we couldn't do it because after the $500 donation, Ryan's PayPal got locked. So yeah.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the cool thing about Twitch streams is that you can just literally, if you're watching it and you're like, yeah, I'm bored, you can just donate for something to happen. And especially if it's IRL, because, he's in a McDonald's and, he has this big-ass Bluetooth speaker and there's just a bunch of random people around him. So you can say anything and anyone else will hear it. So,
crazy.
Yeah.
How many viewers did he have?
It's whack.
Like 500.
Really?
Something like that.
That's actually not bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad for just eating McDonald's.
Good for Mexican Andy, dude.
Cheeseburger.
Yeah,
What's
good for Mexican
Is
Andy.
he like a wacky persona, or is he just like a normal ass guy on stream?
He's a bit of a goofball.
Yeah.
A little bit of a
He's a bit of a
wacky
character.
goofball. Quite the character.
Right. Very interesting. I could never do those IRL streams, man.
Neither, man.
I feel so bad for the people around me.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. Fuck
I would never do an IRL stream with like a fucking Bluetooth speaker hanging out of my backpack like some kind of asshole. You just kind of look like a public nuisance.
You are a public
you are.
nuisance.
Yeah. I think you could probably, when people were doing Pokimane Go, like I could understand that
shit
because
was cool.
you weren't really a public nuisance. Everyone else was doing it. You're walking around and doing shit. But, they just turned that genre into, all right, let's go out into the middle of the LA streets, find a homeless person who's mentally ill, then we're going to have him follow us and make him do crazy shit on camera for donations.
Yeah.
And then we're going to lead him back to a bunch of other people, and then we're going to instigate a fight between the two of them, and then we're going to film it.
What?
That's
like
fucked.
there's people do that kind of shit. I'm not going to name names, but yeah, like there's been some shit like that. Where, especially in LA, that whole scene, like all the IRL streamers that pop up, a lot of it's just fucking taking advantage of mentally ill homeless people.
That dude who got prison time for, like, someone donated through his Bluetooth speaker with, like, a bomb threat.
Yeah,
I heard about that.
Yeah.
And everyone
Prison
evacuated.
time.
Everyone evacuated and fucking freaked out.
Prison
I
time.
mean, it's fair enough, man. Like, if
That's
you're
what
gonna,
you get.
people
Yeah.
should. I mean, you should legally be allowed to IRL stream, presuming you're on public property. But the second that you bring anyone else into your stream, like for content, like you better be fucking sure they're okay with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For sure.
Even if, I guess technically you could like fuck with people on the street who are just going about their day, but like, is that legally fine at that point?
Well, there's one thing is going, hey, like I'm live streaming. Hey, look at, you want to be on the stream. And then if they go, nah, man, I'm good, and just walk away in a frame, and you follow them, then that's fucked up.
Then that's
Leave
fucked
them the
up.
fuck alone.
Yeah, 100%.
But if you're on the street and you're just like recording yourself, and then some fucking sovereign citizen comes up to you and is like, I don't want to be recorded. Could you please turn that off? Then they're being the asshole.
Well,
because
then they're making themselves a spectacle.
Yeah, exactly.
There's so many of those instances.
A lot of it is like, if you're on public property, you're already being recorded.
Yeah.
There's already CCTV. There's already, it's public property.
But it is different, I think, in places like the gym, let's say.
Well, yeah, it is.
Because technically, are you allowed to stream at the gym?
I don't think you
You
are.
probably
It's
aren't.
private property, so it would
Yeah.
depend on the
Private,
gym.
it would really depend. It honestly would
guess,
depend. You need permission.
Yeah.
True,
You would
true,
need
true.
permission, maybe a permit. It really depends.
Yeah.
You
Either way, it's just like seems
You could-
fucking kind of fucked up.
You could live stream outside of the gym, like right outside.
Because it is different being like, oh, you're on CCTV camera anyway. I mean, CCTV camera is different to being live in front of thousands
Well,
of people.
of course,
For content,
Yeah.
But still, it's a public area. As long as you don't engage, there's really no
Yeah.
real fucking issue.
Interesting.
You know what's funny? I was just on the Twitch homepage the other day, and I clicked on some random streamer, and I was watching her for a little bit. I was talking in her chat. I said something into her chat, and she was like, "Toby on the telly? I was in your house last week," and this was just some random person that I found on Twitch.
Really?
And she was like, "Yeah, I was at that party," and I was like, "Oh, that's so funny." It was crazy.
He's like, yeah, I robbed you.
She was like,
went to your
"Don't worry,
room."
I made sure no one went into your room," and I was like, "Okay." Weird,
It's
but-
funny
but
because
thank you.
it's funny you had 2 beers in your bathroom that you didn't
but
put there.
I'm going to assume those were from like Chris.
It was probably,
Yeah.
I don't know, it was just fucking people that had to take a piss.
Yeah.
You're
And
just
on the
standing
other room.
outside your room with a list. You're on the list.
You on the list? No.
But yeah, that was
fuck away.
a strange experience.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Literally just a random person found on Twitch.
Very lit.
What else is new, boys?
Not much.
Swagger earlier was like, I've got so many great topics to bring up for the podcast. That's going to be a breeze.
Well,
Swagger,
it
where are they
would've-
at?
Where's Mason?
Oh, you have a good story with Mason?
I have a great story
Yeah,
with Mason.
true.
I
We were-
can't talk
Yeah.
about it until he's here.
We were going to get him on the show.
That would have
today,
carried us past the hour.
but- No, it's fine. I mean, I can rummage around in my bag of ideas.
What's in your bag
What's
of
in the
ideas?
bag?
All right, let's have a look. Fuck.
What do you got? What do you got in there? Oh, he's pulling something out.
It's Twitch is going well.
Twitch. It's we haven't talked
Awesome.
about that yet.
No, I've been breaking into Twitch. I've been enjoying live streaming.
You know what I noticed when I went into your stream earlier today? I was like,
What's that?
you were telling your chat to use some TTV emote. And I was like, fuck, Twitch is, Fitz is becoming like a proper streamer.
Yeah, because
He's
my chat
breaking
sucks
into it.
right now.
Yeah, no, it's because we're YouTubers.
I know exactly why.
Yeah,
Normie chat.
YouTuber audiences are always normie
Yeah.
chat. If you watch a Twitch streamer, if you watch Twitch regularly, you should get BTTV. It's a Chrome extension. I think you can also get it on Firefox. It just makes Twitch better, adds a bunch of emotes, adds GIF emotes. And if you want to feel like you're not a fucking normie on Twitch, then get BTTV.
If you don't want to be a normie, you have to type in all caps and an emote in every single
Mm.
sentence.
Here's what I'm still like mildly confused about. Like, because like I'll tell people like, yo, can we get some Paypegas in the chat,
Yeah,
for instance?
yeah, like a couple.
These fucking people literally just write Paypega. Is there a way to make that like turn as the emote when they write it, or are they the normies?
Do
Or
you
am I
have
not?
BTTV?
I have everything. It's all installed.
if they write Pepega and it doesn't come up as the emote, it means either they don't have the extension
Okay.
or they capitalized it
yeah.
where it shouldn't be
Yeah.
capitalized.
Okay,
Because that's
cool.
the thing about BTTV emotes. You have to get them perfect.
Yeah,
Which is a little
Or you
annoying.
look like a normie.
because the problem is that like they're taking a while to convert.
That's how you do a normie check.
I know. I'm like,
Yeah.
and I feel like I got to do a stream where I just actually teach my Twitch chat how to act.
I have
This is how you do it.
I've
When a
done
good song
that.
is on, you put a Pepe Jam in the chat.
Exactly.
Like,
I've done that with my stream before. I went through, I went on display cap, I showed them the process of installing the extension and everything. Still, like, no one fucking does it. It's annoying, but I just want to have an AIDS chat.
Yeah. an
I
autism
love
chat.
going into like Carson's stream or something and just seeing the emote spam and bullshit. I love that shit.
my favorite streamer right now to watch is Pokilols.
Yeah, I've been watching him for
Dude,
so
that
fucking
guy,
long.
Is
like-
it Pokelols or is it Pokelols?
That's Pokelols.
Well, like everyone just calls him Poke.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I don't think he has any idea who the fuck I am, which is fine, by the way. I just lurk in his stream all the time,
Really?
especially
Far
when
out.
I'm stoned, because it's just like the best thing to have on the second monitor.
Yeah, he's fucking comedic genius.
He's like a lot of his stream is just downtime or him just like,
Yeah.
just literally sitting there like scrolling the internet or whatever. But occasionally he just comes out with this funny ass story. I'm like, dude, this is killing me, bro. This is so
Yeah.
fucking funny. I don't know. Just want to give him a quick
Funny as
shout out because I've
We're
been
not
enjoying
funny
his
as fuck.
content.
I need
you know?
to check him out. I
Yeah,
haven't
I've
seen
been
him.
watching him since Overwatch days.
Really? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot you're because
Yeah.
he used to be in Overwatch, right? Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been a fan for a
crazy.
while.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've kind of just been obsessed with Twitch culture lately. I've been enjoying it a lot. I've been streaming like every weekday, which has been refreshing to be honest.
You're getting more viewers as well, which is cool.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Wonder why that could be.
Have we talked about that whole shit?
We can talk about it. I kind of wish we didn't tack it on to the end of a podcast about like coming on royalty, but
we can talk about it tomorrow if you want.
Coming
I mean,
on
next
royalty.
week.
I don't know.
Do we go
Fitz
there?
Should we
and-
go there? You know what? Fuck it. We got like 50 minutes to fill. Let's just
Fitz
go
and
there.
Pokey sitting in a tree.
you doing?
KSTREAIMING.
To anyone who doesn't know,
Streaming.
Streaming.
to anyone who doesn't know,
Streaming.
so basically, recently I've been streaming a lot of Minecraft, and none other than Pokimane starts popping into my chat, and she's like, "Yo, like, let's play Minecraft sometime." And I'm of course like, "Hell yeah, of course."
Yeah.
Pokimane is like basically, I mean, would you call it like the female face of Twitch? Like she's
Yeah.
probably the biggest
Yeah, she's
female
probably-
Biggest female
yeah.
streamer, I would
streamer
say.
right now. Massive streamer. And I'm like, awesome, this is great. She played with Call Me Carson, who's a good friend of all of ours, on his stream, which was, apparently somewhat of a awkward disaster, apparently. But I
Really?
thought it wasn't that bad, but it was just like, it was funny. Like it was,
Yeah.
Carson
Yeah.
was being himself. And
Carson is like the king of just being a little shit.
Oh, his comedy is so good.
The
He's a
bit never
walking
ends.
shitpost.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
the bit never ends with Carson, and sometimes it's hard to be like on his wavelength. But that's part of why he's so funny.
It's really good.
But anyway, so like me and Pokimane do this stream, and I like am leaning into this meme very heavily of like being kind of flirty and like
Yeah.
roasting her and like teasing and stuff.
Yeah.
And it ends up just being like a really fucking hilarious stream, and I had a really really good time. Of course, like going into this, I was aware that I was running a strong risk of there being an awful lot of shipping going on.
A little bit.
A little bit. And then, once I like looked over the footage and we did a couple more streams and it was the same kind of banter, I was like, okay, like this is all fun and games, but I could see how this can get out of hand like very,
Yeah.
very quickly, with people on the internet
Yeah.
commenting and making stuff. So I've dropped a couple videos,
Which,
and they're doing great.
They're doing amazing.
I must say, there's a reason why they're doing great, because they are fucking hilarious.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I laughed for a lot of those streams.
Thank you. I think the streams are really, really funny, and I think we have really good chemistry on stream. However, like because of the nature of the bit and kind of the way that things are, people have been like, now when I stream, it's like, why aren't you playing with Pokey? Like, Pokey, like, are you guys dating? Are you
Yeah.
like whatever?
Yeah.
And it's like constant like, the shipping culture, which I expected, and like it's honestly that side of things hasn't been that bad. And like I saw it coming from a mile away, so it's not like I was like, "Whoa, I'm so confused. Why is this happening?" Like
Right.
obviously I knew this was going to happen. The weird part, which I actually addressed on my stream today, is the guys who are like, they're like chads in my comment section who say things like, "Oh my god, can't believe that Fitz is getting played by Pokimane, bro. Like she's so fake, dude. She's just playing you for views," which is hilarious for a couple of reasons because. And I said this on my stream today, but the first reason is these people are taking the whole thing far more seriously than either myself or Pokimane are taking the situation. For us,
You're literally just playing Minecraft.
we're just playing Minecraft,
literally
and we're
literally
goofing,
just playing
we're
Minecraft.
goofing, and obviously we're leaning into the memes, right? Like
Yeah.
obviously, like all of that's true, but like we're not. It's not like we're taking it very seriously.
It's so clearly a joke, too.
Yeah.
And they, the other reason that it's ridiculous is because if this situation has benefited anybody, it's this guy. Like it's like, bro, my views are up, dude. Like I'm about to hit 6,000 subscribers. Like my analytics are going fucking crazy. My videos are popping. I'm making mad revenue. I streamed like the other week with her. I got like 1,000 subs in a stream. It was fucking nuts.
Oh, yeah.
So like
I was streaming during that stream, people were coming in, they were like, dude, Fitz is getting so many donations that he
fucked.
asked people to stop.
It was fucked. Yeah, because like it was literally non-stop text-to-speech donations of like over $100. And at a certain point, I was like, yo, like give this to like someone who like needs the money or whatever. Because like, you know, I'm not really, I don't know. But I was extremely grateful, obviously. It was a very, very successful stream.
Yeah.
And I made bank. No, but like,
stacks.
But memes aside, like it's just so funny because I feel like Pokimane has this reputation for being like, you know, like the meme is the ruthless businesswoman. Yeah. Where she like, you know, just
mad
collabs with
respect
people.
for that too. I love that shit.
I think she's smart. I think she knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
I think she's pretty funny and like I think we get along well on stream. But like it's definitely not like it's not like one way or the other. Right now, we're both benefiting from hanging out.
Yeah, exactly.
We're both having fun with the meme.
Yeah, and obviously it's not all about the business.
Of course not.
And any of that.
No, it's a very nice benefit.
Yeah. It seems like you legitimately have a good time when you play with her.
No, we have a great time.
Sweet
It's fun.
to see.
It's really fun.
I mean, the thing is, like, if you're not having
Stop, dude.
if you're not having a good time, then the content always fucking sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, it doesn't matter who's benefiting from what. If you're having a good time, it's gonna benefit everyone.
Yeah, like I can't click off the stream.
Yeah.
Like, I'm on it and I can't leave.
No, it's good content, man.
Yeah.
It really is. And I'm like, like Swagger said, like I think we're both genuinely having a blast with it. But it's just crazy how the internet really only functions on extremes.
It's a bunch of fucking 14-year-olds that are too hyped up and they fucking go in their fucking instant DMs about fucking stupid bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, there's two extremes, as I just said. There's that extreme. It's like they're in love, they're dating, they're together. Like I ship it, like blah blah blah. There's that like super kind of
there's the opposite,
clingy extreme, and then there's the opposite, which is probably the more edgy side of my fan base, which is like. Disappointed,
bro. This is cringe,
disappointed, bro.
Yikes,
this is cringe, bro.
And then there's just us, just like kind of just like it wasn't that serious, but okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just this very strange. It's a weird thing, man. It's
Everyone
really
wants
been
to
fun.
have a commentary on it.
Yeah.
Have you had any white knights coming to your champion? Like you're fucking disgusting.
Without
I'll kill you.
I haven't had anyone be weird like that.
No one threatening to murder you.
No, I think that like people who watch Pokey streams are probably getting a bit sick of my name being spammed in our chat. Like, here come the fucking Fitz frogs again.
Fitz frogs.
Yeah, that's what that's the meme. And yeah, I mean, likewise when I stream, it's you know. Like they just like start spat, like they'll be okay for like 20 minutes and then they'll just start like getting a nervous tick, like fuck, where's Pokimane, where is she?
Sex.
Whenever I'm doing a solo stream, it's fuck, play with it, like, it's like, which is again, it's not, I'm not mad about it because like we leaned into this,
sure.
like obviously this is to be expected. It's not like I'm like shocked and appalled and like wish it would stop, but it is amusing and I'm just kind of a little curious to see like what happens with it. And I just hope I can kind of like, I don't know, just keep having fun with it. And I hope it just doesn't become a burden or whatever. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because the last thing that either of us want is for it to become just like a pain.
Like annoying.
Yeah. Right now it's pretty light, so it's all good. But I can see it getting out of control. And I just, I think I can handle that. But, I want the content to go on for as long as possible because it's good content. It's fun.
A lot of views.
Having a lot of fun with it. It's growing my Twitch well.
The Pokey White Knights are in Pokey's chat being like, no, I think this is good for her.
No, true though.
This is good.
True. No, it seems that everyone all around is just like, this is good. No, I enjoy the stream. This is good content.
It's good content. You can't argue with that.
It's really good. But yeah, I mean, I feel like by acknowledging all this stuff, I feel like I kind of burst the bubble on a lot of people's ideals of what the situation is. But it's just the case, like, guys, like, I live in Australia. I don't really fucking know Pokimane, like, properly. I just play Minecraft with her like 4 times. And that's kind of all there is to it, you know what I mean? Like, we're just
people
playing
just
with
want it to happen. People are that obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about Amaranth?
No.
Did she get banned?
Jesus.
She pulled
the pussy slip?
Yeah, she pulled a classic female streamer. Wow.
What?
So,
whoa, rude.
No, a classic banned female streamer. Yeah. There's been multiple female streamers who've done the exact same thing that she did, which is she went commando in baggy, loose-fitting shorts, which multiple other streamers have done and got banned for.
So they had to wear some fucking underwear?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's why I argue that I reckon it was on purpose.
Yeah.
Basically, there was a scene where she was rolling around on the floor with her dog. She had no underwear on, and you could see straight up her shorts and see her vagina.
Why?
And she got banned. And then
For a day, right?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's
No.
only
Was
for
it a day?
I saw a
Day?
great tweet something about it being only a day, but
No way was it day.
No way.
I might be wrong.
But Legendary Leah, exact
Yeah, I
same thing
remember that
happened to
one.
her. There was someone else, the exact same thing happened. Baggy shorts, flashed her vagina.
Wear underwear. What's
They-
wrong with
they
you,
know
ladies?
exactly
No,
what
they're
doing.
doing it on
They know
purpose.
exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
Their audience loves it.
Yeah.
That's why they
But why
do
would
it.
they get banned though? Like,
Because I reckon they
They
get away
know,
with it most of
yeah.
the time.
The bands tend to get cut short.
And
It's
they only get banned if enough people report it.
Mm.
And
That's
like it
weird.
gets actually
Yeah,
seen.
who's
imagine
gonna
if a
report
dude just
that?
did that. Like a massive-
It has to be the right
Just like
person.
huge cock slapping on the table.
Like,
Oops. Commando.
I feel like to get banned, you have to be being viewed by the wrong person at the wrong time, and I feel like that's just how you
Yeah.
get banned. Because otherwise, I feel like a lot of the time, I mean, there's so many people streaming on Twitch. Twitch isn't going to be able to see everything that's happening.
Oh,
you
they
know?
like miss massive things. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, like
big sports
porn.
games and
like a
porn,
bunch of
like-
porn on Ninja's channel.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I was. Bias showed me. He was showing me what Amaranth did because I didn't know that she was banned or anything. And the Reddit that he linked me to was a Reddit called Streamers. No, it was called Twitch Gone Wild. And I was scrolling through it afterwards with Bias, just looking at all this stupid shit. There's been like
Scrolling with your homie, you know.
there's been girls that they don't get banned. They're full fucking naked on stream. We saw this Korean girl. I mean, this was very clearly an accident, but she was like in her bedroom with her boyfriend,
Oh, I saw that.
fully naked, and it was very clear that it wasn't an accident.
Yeah,
because there was stuff she was doing in it that there was just no way you would do.
She was just changing or something, right?
Yeah, she was changing, but she was like scratching herself and stuff.
Yeah.
And it just looked supernatural and like really uncomfortable to watch.
Jesus.
And and then her boyfriend and her just looked over and they see the monitor, and they're like,
And the
"Oh my
boyfriend
God."
immediately like dips because I'm pretty sure that like when you're a streamer like that, they're not supposed to know you have a boyfriend.
True.
Oh
So
my
immediately, as soon as
God,
he's like gaps out of the room.
That's
But yeah.
so funny.
There's
Twitch is crazy.
A lot
man.
of shit.
It's
Twitch
a crazy
is wild.
beast. It's really I don't know. I've been doing it consistently for only a month now, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm getting like way more used to it, but I
Mhm.
still don't know if I'm cut out for this thing because when I'm like when I have good energy, I fucking love it.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes like you just like
And
kinda
it's
get sick of it.
really
Streaming
like,
can
you
be
tell.
so draining.
yeah. Like I'm really like generally a pretty quiet person, and so I can only kind of handle it in bursts. It's weird.
that.
It's weird. I've always been very much like introverted, but I have this fucking job where I'm on display.
I could talk for hours. I could talk for hours straight to
Oh, yeah?
myself and to nobody. It's fucking retarded.
Mood-
That's how I got started. I got started streaming on Twitch before I even did anything on YouTube.
And you can't even fill an hour podcast.
Mood is
Kidding.
so important on stream, and like what's happening on that day, and if you can find the right game. Like you can tell if you look at my streams, because I stream every day, and if you look at my past VODs, it's like, the past 2 weeks it'll be like stream 15 hours, stream 9 hours, stream 2 hours the next day, and then like 5 hours the next day, and it's all just like on that day I just couldn't find a game that I felt like playing.
Yeah.
And stuff like that makes a huge difference because, as much as you can be entertaining playing, whatever game, if you are not enjoying whatever you're playing, it's so hard to be entertaining.
Yeah, no,
Well,
I
yeah.
feel that.
Because like it's not like YouTube where you can be picky about your content. You kind of just have to pick like something that will hopefully get you good content and do your best while you're live to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's rough.
I don't know. I'm really enjoying it though. It's been
That's
refreshing
good.
as fuck. It's definitely taken time away from my other channels, which is something I have to work on. But
Yeah.
at the same time, like it's kind of time for a fucking mix up,
Yeah.
And I'm enjoying breaking into it, and I'm enjoying
Well,
collaborating with
It's
all these awesome
showing that it's going good too. Like you're getting some good evidence that it's gonna do well for you anyway. So
Yeah,
Why not?
100%.
And Twitch is great from the standpoint of like subscribers means that all right, like I have 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
I know that this month and probably next month I'm going to make X amount of money. And that's like such a good feeling compared to YouTube where it's like I have no fucking clue how much money I might make next month.
Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah.
Very
It's good to have an idea. Yeah, I don't mind Twitch.
I love Twitch. Always loved Twitch.
Yeah.
I even though my YouTube is substantially more successful than my Twitch, I still consider myself a streamer over a YouTuber.
Yeah, it's nice because unlike YouTube, you have like an instant gratification with your audience, and you feel like more in touch with your audience.
And it's constant. Whereas on YouTube, it's like you post a video, you get a day or two of comments, and then it's
don't
like
even read
back
comments,
to the
like-
grind.
Yeah. Whereas Twitch is like you're always
You're always getting responses. You know, and it's instant. It's
fun.
so cool.
having a blast with it. So yeah, go to twitch.tv/Fitz if you want to check out my live stream. Appreciate it.
Toby in the
should.
Or that one.
Yeah.
Or Swagger Souls.
Or Swagger Souls, or Zuckles has been streaming a lot lately.
Yeah.
When are you going to get into streaming, Jay?
Soon, TM.
TM.
Well, that's an hour, boys. We're ready to call it there.
I would say so. I really have to piss and shit and cum.
This has been a very odd podcast. It's been like I had such
was
wacky
like,
energy for the first 30 minutes. I had the wackiest energy. I was so whacked
Now
out.
I'm dead. I feel fucking
Yeah.
completely,
Now I'm
absolutely drained.
Well, we woke up at like really early for Minecraft Monday, so we're kind of running on fumes.
Fuck me.
That probably explains the energy, to be honest with you.
Probably.
I hope it was enjoyable, nonetheless. Really appreciate you guys watching and sticking with us for the podcast. Cool. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.